right, Gizzle, what we doing?
Welcome to another segment of Prison Stories. Today, I got something special for y'all. Y'all want to know what it's like to be on the inside? Lesson 1. Follow me.
So as we're walking up, man, my first question will be commissary. What's the cost of commissary in the real world versus in prison? About what would you say is the difference?
It's high in the motherfucker in there. Some things are cheap, but most things are high in the motherfucker because they know you're gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a gimmick in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's a hustle. Everybody got a hustle, even them people. You know what I'm saying? So, what we gonna do today, I don't know if they got commissary bags in here, but I'm gonna look for one. If there's not one up in there, we're just gonna use a regular grocery shack. But when we normally pull up on commissary day, there's a long line, no different than the ones that be up in Walmart and stuff at the commissary line. And you walk up there, you have a list. You file on your list what you want. I want 5 chips. I want 20 bags of cereal. I want this. I want that. And then, you know what I'm saying, if you need shoes or something like that, some kicks, some boots or something like that, then you're going to have to put in the commissary slip. You know what I'm saying? And it has to be approved before you can actually get your shit. Lamps, shit like that go through a slip. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's walk up in here in Walmart, bro. Let's go commissary shopping. Grab a basket. The basket's right here. So mind you, in prison there are no baskets. There are commissary bags that you come with on your own that you have to purchase from commissary in order to go shop.
Damn, you got to purchase the bags that you even use to?
Yes, you have to purchase your own bags. You want to fill up? Got to get you a commissary bag. Some people, you know, our prison ballers and stuff, they might buy 5 or 6 of them. You know what I'm saying? And every time you hit commissary, bam, you know, they filling up. And then you might have so much money to the point where you might find somebody who don't get money. And then you say, hey, check this out. I'll do a little something for you and shit and put something in your locker. If you go get this list from me, I'm gonna send this money to your books. You know what I'm saying? So once they do that, then bam. So you not only got that coming in, soon as he come back, you got some more shit. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers put their shit up in their locker, everything in their locker and in their room. And then you have most people that'll sit up there and spread it out throughout the wing.
Is commissary different in the state and feds?
Yes, slightly. The big difference is you get to purchase more in the feds. The spending limit is higher in the feds than it is in the state. So, how you doing? So we're gonna go down the chip aisle. Excuse me. So these are called Zuzus and Wham Whams. Zuzus and Wham Whams are considered chips, any kind of junk food, chips, and things of that nature. You know, snack cakes and all that type of things you'll need that if you get on lockdown and stuff, you're gonna need it. You know what I'm saying? It'll help you get you through. So, let's see. We're gonna get some chips. Perfectly.
Yeah, what would you normally get? I want to get what.
So me personally, everybody different. You got some dudes that can really cook up in there and stuff. You'd be surprised. They'll make omelets out of pretty much anything. You know what I'm saying? Or you might go up in the cell and find somebody with the ironing board and they sit up there, got tortillas laid out and stuff. They put all the meat on there and stuff, wrapping and stuff, and they iron it with the They iron the tortillas with the iron. It's a hustle.
Come on.
So some people get Cheetos. I don't prefer Cheetos. I prefer to get like Doritos.
Come on.
So in the spread I'm gonna make, we're gonna use Doritos, chili, dill pickles, see, stuff like this. These are the things that we get of Commissary. Crackers, rich crackers, stuff like that. Because some people might not want tortillas. They might want to eat theirs out of a bowl. Some might want to eat theirs off a tortilla. Someone, you know what I'm saying? Some might want to make a pizza. You know what I'm saying? Different things. It just all depends on what you're making.
Do they normally have like the varieties you see in the free world? Do they have the varieties in there? Like when you see Doritos, do they have different varieties of Doritos?
No. You might have that one type of Dorito. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, if it's like Christmas time, some type of holiday, they might slide something up in there. Say, oh, them Cool Ranch, I gotta get them. You know, then they be on some limited time bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, some dudes use Jack Mac. This is famous in TDC.
Yeah, I just learned about the Jack Mackerel.
Jack Mac. Can of whoop ass, get you full. Take your pick.
Yeah, they say normally use that as that's a good can of whoop ass versus beans. That Jack Mac. Well, no,
refried beans.
Refried beans they say is the better thing to use versus the Jack Mac.
Yeah, because when the Jack Mac bursts, if you hit a person hard enough with it, you ain't got to clean up the mess. You know what I'm saying? It won't smell as bad. You know what I'm saying? The refried beans, Jack in the Box. Yes, sir. So, me personally, you have people that'll use cans of tuna or salmon, you know, or they will get Jack Mac. You know, it's all sorts of types of meats that they sell that you would use in the spread. Me, I'm gonna look for some chili. Here we go. Check your chili. Chili, no beans. So here we go. God damn.
And no beans. Like I mean, what if you don't have a preference? What if it has beans? You gotta just go with what you got.
Sometimes you gotta go with what you got, man. You know, sometimes they out on commissary, or sometimes you've been locked down so long to the point where you ran out of certain things and stuff, and you still gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? So you whip up what you can. You know what I'm saying? So tuna's in, chili's out. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no chili, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just have to do what we call a butt naked. You know what I'm saying? A butt naked is just a straight up soup and season.
Butt naked.
So here we are. These are the famous noodles right here, man. These are 25 cents, no matter what prison you go in. 25 cents a piece, whatever flavor. So.
Sometimes that's a whole work day.
Huh?
25 cents, that might be, that's a whole work day in some prisons.
Yes, sir. I was making in the feds, I was making 33 cents a day. 33 cents a day, busting my ass. 33 cents a day. So we're gonna grab I'm gonna grab 3 of these beefs. So 3 beefs. We got Doritos. So now we need something else to add to it. Some pickles, cut up some pickles. All right. Like everything falling through here. Hey, which aisle are your pickles on?
It's on 14 on the left-hand side.
Okay, thank you, sir. Then you even have some guys that are crafty enough to create you a dessert on the side of the spread. You know what I'm saying? So you might have
You said a dessert. You mean like some oatmeal cream pies? Or are we talking like some real dessert, like some
they
real?
would like make, say they might grab a box of honey buns or some Twinkies or something, and then they would add something to it, whip it up and stuff, and then rebake it. So that will be your, I mean, people are so creative. Me personally, that's never been my thing. I'd rather just buy a box of Swiss rolls and stuff and just, I'd rather just buy my own Zuzus and Wham Whams and stuff and just eat it, because I don't do too much sharing. I spread for myself. Every now and then and stuff, I might find a reason to make a spread for the homies or whatever, this and that, or those who don't have in the clique. But for the most part, I gotta take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I hustle for mine. You know, when I first came in, I had a little bread. That bread went like that. You know what I'm saying? So then I had to find ways to make sure I keep eating. So I started hustling. Whether that beating somebody's ass into submission and they going to the store for me, or hitting a lick, selling some drugs, whatever. Making somebody ride, you know what I'm saying? The old school rule was fuck fight or bust a 60. So you do the math.
Come on. Did you ever have anybody working for you or cooking for you?
Believe it or not, you have some guys and stuff that got enough bread or enough influence that they got dudes that they every beck and call doing things like that. Whether it's making them a spread, you know what I'm saying, cleaning their cell, you know what I'm saying, washing their shoes or their boxers and things of that nature and stuff. It's just all what you willing to do for a hustle. You know what I'm saying? Because the most craziest thing for me was a person standing outside of my shower saying, hey, let me get them boxes, homie, when you done. Man, what? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he a cold ass freak. And come to find out, he on his hustle. Just what he do. He washed drawers for a living. You know what I'm saying? There was nothing else he was good at.
That's a wild thing. Still wild to hear.
So this is another famous thing in prison, worldwide, no matter where you go. Tortillas. If you gonna cook, 9 times out of 10, you go to the stove, you going to get some tortillas.
Do they have bread in there? Like regular,
They have bread.
regular
They have bread because, you know, you can buy peanut butter and jelly and all that. You can buy all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But how long is that going to last? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get tired of eating the same old shit. And in your mind, you feel like just because you got all this stuff and whipped it up into something else, that you're eating something different. Whole time you're really eating the same shit. So it's more mental than it is physical. when you dealing with food, dealing with time, dealing with trying to survive. I don't see the kind of tortillas that I want to cook with. Might be some on down the line here. See, when you whip up something that don't nobody have, or you come up with something that don't nobody have in there, oh, you the man. You the man. So that's considered an exotic delicacy. So you're gonna pay like you weigh and stuff in order to get in on that, versus going to the child hall eating the bullshit that they got going today. You know what I'm saying? Or just making you a butt-naked soup.
Is it ever a situation where a CO might want to partake in what a inmate made? Like, hey, let me get some of that smelling good up in here.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If a CO is cool enough and fuck with the homies and shit, sometimes we'll offer him to come up in the cell and shit, grab you one of those, ooh, you know what I'm saying? And they'll take off. You know what I'm saying? But best believe that's a favor in the handbag. Ain't feeding you for nothing. Excuse me, ma'am. Where are your tortillas? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Mission tortillas. Prison favorites right here, bro. These right here, feed a multitude. You always want to grab you a few packs of those for my Spanish guys and stuff. They'll be quick to grab these right here.
Corn or flour.
Yes, sir. Every time they cook for the whole squad. Somebody cooking for the whole squad. Ain't no such thing as we eating and he not eating. They different from us. Man, where did she say them pickles was?
I believe 14, but I didn't see him on 14.
14.
Oh yeah, bread and pickles, 14. Pickles on this aisle. The aisle we was already on.
So you can purchase sodas, drinks, you know, Kool-Aids and different things of that nature.
Do they have purple soda? Grape soda? Man, that's racist as shit.
Yes, sir. Hello. So, normally you would get the pickles, the single ones in a pack, and cut it up, not buy a whole jar. I don't think they have them. Yeah, see, like these. Nah, that's not it either. Ma'am, do y'all have any of the single pickles in the package?
No, I know what you're talking about.
Like
We used to have them in the deli.
Oh yeah, like the Van Holtens.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool though. We should bring it back. Sorry about that.
Okay. So, well, that's one item we don't have. Some use peppers.
Try over at the deli and see if they have them in the
Okay. Might use some taco seasoning. See, some might cut up all kind of vegetables and stuff in their spread or whatever and stuff, but not me. I'm allergic to like onions and things of that nature, so I'm not doing all that. But you got some dudes that'll whip up. They whip game stupid. You'd think you had coming to a 5-star restaurant or something. Yeah, I don't think they have any.
They may not. Oh, right. Oh, it's pickle snaps. I see. But that's just already cut up pickles.
They'll have to work.
Technically, you would just buy a whole single pickle and cut it up anyway.
Yeah. Cut it up into tiny, small pieces. So some people add cheese to theirs and, you know, different things like that. I personally, I'm not going that far with that, but
we're gonna stick with what you add. We're gonna stick how you do it.
What's that now?
I think what we need to do is what utensils will be used. You know, as far as if you, of course, some utensils they gonna give you a knife or a cutlery knife in prison, but if you had one, or what would you normally use to whip it up?
So, I'm glad you said that. So, say I bought this can of chili. Once I open that can of chili, I could take the top, bend it in half, and make a knife out of it. I can cut up my meat, I can cut up my pickles, my onions, whatever it is that I'm using, and cut up my food with it. On Commissary, they'll sell you utensils like a spoon and a fork, you know what I'm saying, or a spork, you know what I'm saying, but that's the most you're getting. You ain't getting no knife. Wouldn't that be a blessing? Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a blessing? What kind of drinks would you get on? I mean, what kind of drinks are you sipping on?
Well, depending on what you're drinking. Some people drink sodas, some drink Kool-Aid, some drink tea, some drink, you know, depending on what you're into.
What was you on, water or what?
Me, most likely, I would be on sodas. Oh, I used to. How you doing? Once upon a time, I had a fetish of taking Jolly Ranchers. On Commissary, there's these bags of candy. They're called penny candy. They're about this big, whole bunch of candy in it, different flavors. What I would do, because I used to miss promethazine so much, what I used to do was melt the candy in some hot water and then pour it in a cup and stir it up. And sometimes I would add sugar or peppermints or something like that, and then let it get cool, let it cool all the way down, and then drink it. I sip it just like it's lean. And when I'm telling you I'm slobbing at the mouth and I'm asleep 10 minutes later, that's what that is.
All right, well, for now, what kind of soda would you have gotten?
Probably a Coke. Probably a Coke or either a Sprite.
Do they have like Diet Coke in there? Coke Zero? No
yeah.
sugar?
Oh yeah, they sell all that.
So they care about, those with like diabetes. They got options for.
Yeah, you got options.
Okay.
They pretend to because, majority, they sell health, things for your health on the commissary, but at the same time, they can care less if you buy it. That's on you. See, us as inmates, we petition what we want. So at the end of the month or the quarter, whatever and stuff, when they finna do their restocking and stuff like that, what we do is we sit up there, we petition for something new, something we might have seen on TV, something that we want, something that'll, help our bodies out, this, that, and the third and stuff, and everybody take a vote. If enough people vote on it and stuff, then that might be the next thing that's new on the commissary list.
That's dope. At least it comes to a vote. At least they put a vote to it.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I'm
Do
not
they have
sure.
dairy products like milk? Like,
Yeah,
okay, all right.
yeah. You can get milk, but it's not gonna be the wet milk. It's gonna be the dry milk. So you'll get a lot of dry products up in there, and when you get ready to use them, just add water.
All right. All right, so are we done with the actual spread items?
Yeah, we actually done with the spread items and stuff.
right.
I'm not gonna add no more to it. But just know that depending on who the chef may be at that moment and stuff, you can get anything. If you're making a pizza, all items that you would like to see on the pizza, they can whip it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So get you closest to the free world as you can get.
Come on. So,
Yeah, so-
let me ask, as we got what we need, normally the commissary, how long is the
commissary
to visit
line?
commissary? Yeah.
Man, they go by dorms. They might call one dorm first, or they might call 5 dorm first, and they gotta run through their whole dorm and stuff before they get to the next one. It could be today, you could not even get to commissary until tomorrow. It just depends. But when it's your day, it's your day. You know what I mean? And grab your commissary section, you're gonna stand in that line for as long as it takes.
Let's get it. Come on.
Wanna eat? That's how it's popping off.
Let's go.
So here we have what we call a mediocre penitentiary spread. So first, some people crush their noodles and then some people don't. Me personally, I don't crush my noodles.
Is there a reason why you choose not to crush?
I don't know, like when I drain them and stuff, it's better for draining purposes, you know what I mean? Because when they all crumbled up. It's hell in hot water to sit up there to try to dump the water and stuff and keep your noodles in without losing half the bag. Of course, in this free world, I would have a strainer. I wouldn't have to worry about that, but this ain't where we at. So I'm gonna take 2 of these soups. Add water, make sure your hands is washed. You don't want to get nobody sick. And see, there's no whatchamacallits in prison, so. But in the feds, you do get microwaves. So.
That's a luxury.
It's a luxury. So I'm gonna put this on 4 minutes. As Gorilla would say, let it cook.
Let it cook. As we're waiting for that, explain kind of what you're about to do with the other items.
So what I'm about to do, I'm about to cut these pickles up. I'm about to open this chili, mix that chili and the pickles with the chili and all that kind of stuff and put it in a bowl and stuff. And then when that's done, I'm gonna put it in the microwave as well. Then when it's done, I'm gonna put it all in the same bowl, mix it up, grab my tortillas and voila, just, you know what I'm saying, put them out there. I'm gonna crush these Doritos up and I'm gonna put them in there. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, nasty, but I promise you, one of the most promising delicacies you ever want to have if you're broke, busted, and disgusted.
Why not put the flavor in the water while it's warming up?
Well, it's not time yet because I'm gonna end up draining the majority of that water.
Definitely. Do normally, when you're making a spread, are you normally making it for just yourself, or are you making enough for you to eat multiple times? Is it enough for 2 people? Like, how much?
Sometimes it depends. Like, if I know all day long I'm gonna be sitting in this day room, or I'm going to the rec yard, I'm finna get some reps in, I'm finna go fight, do it. Whatever the fuck it is, I'm finna go get into, and I know I'm not going to chow, and I'm gonna miss chow, and I know some trash gonna be in there today, I'm gonna make enough for lunch and dinner. If not, I'll make enough for right now. It just depends on the moment. So, remember when you asked me about what do I use, right? And I told you I can take a top from this chili, fold it in half. I don't even have to do that, you know what I'm saying? And leave it as is. I can take these pickles, that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna drain it. Some people use the juice, some people don't. These pickles were already pre-cut, so I'm gonna cut them a little more. So, this is my knife. 1, 2, 3. And you just cutting it into pieces. Where there's a will, there's always a way. So never worry, never panic about, I don't have. So look around.
Come on. basic spread is about what, a 15-minute cook?
About. Let me see, we done with the noodles over here. So right now I'm just chopping up my pickles.
Turn it into relish.
Yes, sir. So see, you can use that to do this. You can also, when you get done, clean it up, fold it up, hide it, slit somebody's throat with it.
Hey, no, that right there could do damage to a man's neck.
Definitely, but it's not what you want to do. But prison language, prison thoughts, that's how they pretty much want to act. So let's get this out of here. You don't want to use all of this sauce. You might use just one.
Normally they give you like a spork, if anything.
Mm-hmm. You can buy sporks off Commissary as well. Kind of stir it real good.
Do they have radios in prison? Like, do inmates get radios when they sell Bluetooth where they could listen to music while they cook it up?
MP3s, some people still got MP3 players, radios, yeah, you can buy them, stuff like that. So, gonna dump out chili in here.
Like a hood man spaghetti.
It tastes better than spaghetti, my man.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw this back in there. Another 3 minutes and let it cook. And then we're gonna take out the chips, crush them up, and put them inside of there.
What do you think Martha Stewart would say about this edible arrangement?
I don't know what she would say, but she been where we've been, so I'm quite sure she was bigger celebrity in there at making spread that she was cooking out in the world, you know?
Understand.
I guarantee you they taught her a thing or two about cooking. She thought she knew everything.
I'm telling you. How important is it to keep your cell clean, like after spread, you know, doing your damage and
I mean,
like cleanliness is next to godliness?
Next to godliness, bro. You know, and you can tell a lot about a person by the way they keep their cell. If you keep your cell nasty, you don't want to clean up, keep your bed made and stuff like that, 9 times out of 10, you probably toting something that nobody wants. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, with that being said, you know, you should always, even not for nobody else, for yourself, stay clean. You know what I'm saying? Keep your area clean. There's all kind of staph infections go around in there. Tattoos, different things like that. And the main thing you don't want to do is catch any of that, because the first time you catch it, it's hard to live down. Only 30 seconds to countdown.
When did they start giving y'all microwaves? Like, has that always been there, or did it kind of slowly start coming, or?
Since I've been in the system, they've been there. The feds have always had them. When I first, in the early 90s, when I first started going to prison and stuff, state prison would have what you call hot pots that you could purchase off Commissary. So you can plug the things in the wall, fill them with water, and then cook your own food. There wasn't no microwaves. But the feds always had these type luxuries and shit. And voila. So what I'm gonna do next is take chips.
The chips give it texture.
Yes,
Flavor,
sir.
added flavor, nacho cheese.
Yep. Oh shit. Weak ass plastic part.
Yeah. It's gonna come out somewhere.
Yes, it did. Well, we're gonna figure it out. But the sporks that they sell you on Commissary are pretty sturdy. They ain't nothing like this weak ass shit here. What that thing hiding now?
All right, man, looking for the plastic.
It's gonna show up. It's gonna show up. So some people like this cheesy, some people don't, don't like it so cheesy. So you buy a bottle of squeezed cheese and squeeze up in there and stuff, and I mean, like, man, you got a meal, you hear me? So then we take out there it is.
Diamond in the rough.
You can eat it with the crackers. You can make you one of these. Whatever floats your boat. I'm gonna put a little too much. Fold that boy up like that. And there you have it.
Bada bing, bada boom. Spread City.
Perfect burrito.
Perfect burrito, guy. Man, there you go. About how many of these are you normally, like, again, this amount should last?
Now, 2 soups is all this was. So these 2 soups, I can probably make 6 of these. So we're gonna get full.
That's real. That's real. All right. Well, there you go. You have it, man. Ice Gizzle once again, and showed us the spread. I mean, how many different varieties of spreads can be made? Like, this is the noodle spread.
Probably about 40, man.
Okay. All right.
They make pizzas, casseroles, all kind of stuff, man. You'd be surprised. They use different meats, cut up sausages, tuna. I mean, it's wherever your imagination take you, man. For real.
Well, there you go, man. With Gizzle, man. Tell them how to follow, man.
Man, y'all already know where to follow me at, man. Y'all can follow me on Prison Stories 101. Y'all can follow me on all social media sites. ICEGIZZLE 5200. I'm out.
All right.